Hello everyone. In this video, we're going to talk about something most men never notice: the nice guy trap, learned helplessness, and the hidden mental break that quietly stops you from taking action. Not with hype, not with motivation, but with honest psychology. If you've ever felt like you're living on the sidelines of your own life, stay with me. You might feel like you're stuck in a loop where you just never seem to win. It's that heavy, quiet realization that while the world is moving forward, you're standing still, distracted, tired, and feeling like an observer in your own life. It is easy to blame a lack of discipline or to simply call yourself lazy, but the truth is much deeper and much more human than that. For many of us, the problem starts with a mask we've been wearing for years, the mask of the nice guy. We were taught that if we were just good, if we never caused trouble, and if we put everyone else's needs first, that life would be smooth. We believed that being nice was the price we had to pay to be loved and to avoid conflict. But here is the hard truth your mentor would tell you. That version of niceness isn't actually kindness. It's a survival tactic. It's a way to hide your flaws because you're terrified that the real you isn't enough. You might find yourself making what we call invisible deals with the world. You think, if I do this for her, she'll love me. Or, if I work this hard without complaining, my boss will finally notice me. But because you never actually say these things out loud, the world doesn't know the deal exists. When you don't get what you expected, you don't get angry. You get resentful. You feel bitter. You feel like a victim. This nice guy trap keeps you from being honest about what you want, and it leaves you waiting for a win that never comes, because you're too afraid to stand up and claim it. The goal isn't to become a jerk, it's to become an integrated man. A man who is honest, who has boundaries, and who accepts that he is perfectly imperfect. This internal struggle is the foundation for a concept called learned helplessness. Think about a baby elephant tied to a wooden stake with a heavy chain. When it's small, it pulls and pulls, but it isn't strong enough to break free. Eventually, the elephant just gives up. It stops pulling. Years later, that elephant is a 6-ton giant. It could snap the chain like a piece of thread, but it doesn't even try. Why? Because it still believes the chain is stronger than it is. For many men today, life has felt like that chain. You've faced enough small failures or felt enough lack of control that your brain has literally learned that trying doesn't matter. You've developed a lens on life where you believe that luck or the economy or your genes decide your future, while your own actions don't count for much. This isn't just a bad mood. It's a mental map that tells you the game is rigged, so why bother playing? But it goes deeper than just your thoughts. There is a physical circuit in your brain that acts like a motivation brake. Inside your head, you have a cost detector and an action button. Every time you think about starting a project, going to the gym, or asking someone out, your cost detector weighs how much effort it will take and how much it might hurt if you fail. If you've been stuck for a long time, this detector becomes hypersensitive. It sees even a small task as a massive threat. Before you can even move, it slams a brake on your action button. You might consciously want to succeed. You might even have the best plan in the world, but your brain is physically stopping you from taking the first step to protect you from the cost. This is why you feel paralyzed. It's not that you don't care, it's that your brain's emergency brake is jammed in the on position. We also have to be honest about the world you're launching into. For men today, the traditional finish lines, having your own place, a stable career, a family, have moved much further away. Decades ago, those things were reachable for most. Today, the math of life has changed. Debt is a mountain that didn't exist for our fathers, and the cost of a home has skyrocketed compared to what people actually earn. When you look at these numbers, it's not just a statistic. It's a weight on your chest. It feels like the entry price for adulthood is too high. This leads many young men to retreat, back to the safety of their parents' home or the comfort of their childhood bedroom. It's a safe port in a storm, but it can quickly become a dependency trap. In this trap, your parents might be trying to help you by taking care of the bills, the laundry, and the cooking. But they are inadvertently shielding you from the very challenges you need to grow. When you don't have to face the cold, you never learn how to build a fire. This creates a cycle where the outside world feels scarier and scarier the longer you stay inside. Your self-esteem starts to rot because you have no proof that you can handle life on your own. Breaking this cycle is hard because it feels like a betrayal of the safety you've built. But you have to realize that the comfort you're feeling right now is actually what's keeping you weak. Then there is the digital world, the most sophisticated distraction machine ever built. When your real life feels like a series of losses, your phone offers you 1,000 tiny fake wins. A video game gives you a sense of achievement without the risk. Social media gives you a hit of dopamine with a simple scroll. But these are junk food rewards. They hijack your brain's reward system, making real-world wins feel slow and boring. Even worse, social media subjects you to constant comparison. You aren't just comparing yourself to your neighbor anymore. You're comparing your behind-the-scenes reality to the highlight reels of the entire world. It makes you feel like you're falling behind, even when you're actually doing okay. It creates a deep sense of resentment, as if everyone else got the how-to manual for life except for you. This leads us to the comfort trap. Your brain's primary job is to keep you alive, not to make you happy. From a survival standpoint, staying in your room and avoiding risks is a great way to stay alive. But there's a cost. Without challenge, your brain's ability to adapt literally begins to shrink. The longer you avoid the things that scare you, the scarier they become. This is the anxiety spiral. If you avoid talking to people, your social muscle gets weak. If you avoid hard work, your focus disappears. Eventually, even small problems like a slow internet connection or a minor criticism feel like a catastrophe. You've become so comfortable that the world has become unmanageable. So, how do we fix this? We don't do it with a single heroic leap. We do it by changing who you believe you are, one small vote at a time. This is about building habits based on your identity. Most people focus on the result. They want to win or be rich. But you need to focus on the person you want to become. If you want to be a writer, don't worry about the book. Just write one paragraph today. Every time you do it, you are casting a vote for your new identity. You're telling yourself, I am the type of person who writes. Use the 5% rule. Don't try to change your entire life tomorrow. That will just trigger your brain's motivation brake. Instead, find something that is only 5% outside of your comfort zone. If you're stuck in bed, just commit to putting on your shoes. If you're overwhelmed by a project, just work for 5 minutes. These tiny wins send a signal to your brain that action is safe, and that you are in control. Over time, these small votes accumulate until they cross a threshold. One day, you wake up and realize that the chain, that invisible chain of helplessness, has been broken for a long time. You're not a loser. You're just a man who is rebuilding himself, piece by piece. Take a breath. You are not behind. You are exactly where you need to be to start. The world is difficult. That is a hard truth. But you are more capable than your brain is currently letting you believe. It's time to stop wearing the mask, stop waiting for the world to be nice back to you, and start casting those votes. It's time to take that first 5% step. You've got this.